Just Tune's loading the startup tune and the Escalade, so that way we can get in this thing and drive it and run the 91 octane fuel out of it, so we can put some E85 in there. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to let you know whenever I post a new video. All right, guys, we're in the Escalade. It's really quiet in here, Steve.
It's noticeably quiet.
Yeah,
well,
like,
I mean, you can't even really tell how much changed.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds maybe just a tad louder than stock, just cruising, which is perfect. And you can you can hear the blower a little bit. It's not like overly dramatic or anything.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be just right.
It's a hot day out too, so.
Yeah. I think this was inside the shop.
Yeah.
The 88.
Yeah, it's still not fully adapted to the. It's humid too. We can't get on it yet either, guys. It's still got the startup tune in there, so.
There's another Escalade.
Man.
Seems quick, just part throttle.
Yeah, you can feel like the boost definitely kicking in. Man, I love it because I didn't want it to be like super modified. I wanted it to still drive like stock, you know, but just have like a little extra oomph to it.
Yeah, the stock exhaust is what's doing it. It's still quiet.
This thing should make about as much power as a stock new Escalade V, maybe even more to the tire.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So,
will the new V's be flex fuel?
Probably not. No, they're going to be LT4 based.
Feels pretty good for a startup.
Yeah, it does. There's your snap-on guy down there.
There he is.
Coming in.
He may back up out of here when he leaves.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a idle.
Oh yeah, just enough for people to question it.
Yeah, like man, that thing may have some shit done to it.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Pop the hood. Glad my header clearance was just enough.
It's good. Nice job, Steve. Once again. What a ripper, man. What a just a rather cool ripper.
Yeah. Maybe down the road if we hear the blower more, we can change it.
Yeah, I agree.
That gives us a good idea of what it takes.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, guys, putting the E85 in it for the first time. She sounds good. Gonna go give it a wash, get everything cleaned up. Probably the engine bay in this thing's probably never been washed ever before. We're at the dyno right now, and we're strapping the Escalade down on the dyno right now. See what numbers it makes. We're on pump E85, and we got a 235 upper pulley on the stock LT4 supercharger, custom cam. Got the headers, Y pipe, LT5 throttle body, and then we got the ADM intake going into the factory air box with the factory air filters. So pretty stock setup here, and I don't know, see what it makes. You have the Core's Performance Heat Exchanger, which you guys see in the video. Mighty Mouse catch can. Got the pulley, which runs off the normal serpentine belt, so it's not a dedicated drive pulley system. Got the ADM intake here. And then we got the low lid blower. Just due to clearancing, we couldn't fit the bigger lid on there with the bigger bricks, so we had to go with the 2015-2016 LT4 supercharger. So we're dynoing the Escalade right now in fourth gear, which I think it's seventh gear is 1-to-1 on the 10-speed, but we just can't just do the 24-inch tires and wheels, the tire size and everything else. So it's actually making a pretty good power. That was 541 on that second pull there in fourth gear, guys. So that's pretty good. We're really happy with that. It's only making like 7 pounds of boost too, so very safe, reliable power. And we'll see how close we can get this thing to 575, maybe 600. I mean, it would make probably a good 20, 30 more wheel horsepower if we were able to dyno it in 7th gear. So we're kind of right there where we wanted to be. Justine, would you drive this thing daily?
I couldn't afford it daily.
Oh, come on. You got a 6.2 in your truck though, don't you?
No, I got the Poverty 5.3.
Oh.
I couldn't afford the 6.2.
We could definitely do the LT4 blower on the little 5.3 though.
One of these days.
One of these days. Last pull, 563. See the torque numbers here, made right at about 565 torque. So our horsepower and torque numbers are right at about the same. That's a good amount of torque that we're getting out of this thing. The LT4 blower really helps out with that. Okay, so made 570 and 570 torque in 4th gear. That's 3 gears off from the 1-to-1. We're probably thinking, you know, probably 620, 630 if we were able to dyno it in 7th gear, but don't want to get too caught up in down numbers here. That's really good power out of this thing for really adding a stock LT4 supercharger, cam DOD delete, and a set of headers. So can't beat that. That'll take your, you know, 2014 plus GM truck with an LT with a 6.2 in it from, you know, a 380 horsepower truck to almost a 600 horsepower truck with, you know, under $10,000 worth of mods. That's super impressive. So we're going to get out and drive the Escalade. The streets are wet right now. It rained today. But once they dry up, we'll do some pulls in it. Should run pretty good. In the Escalade right now, just roads are starting to dry up a little bit so we can actually get some traction. But this thing runs pretty damn good, honestly. It definitely the 10-speed helps out. It's got a really good power band. It doesn't really drop any power in between the shifts, and it's super quiet. Like, I mean, your grandma could daily drive this thing and not even really notice it's modified, if at all, honestly. And then when you step your foot in it, it freaking rolls out. I will do like a little 50-mile-an-hour hit here. Freaking runs. Holy crap.